Now we're going to look at the I in Solid, which is the interface segregation principle. Now this is similar to the Liskov substitution principle. Uncle Bob describes it as classes that implement interfaces should not be forced to implement methods that they don't use, which is a pretty simple explanation. So here I have parrot, which if we take a look at implements bird interface, and I'm calling bird fly, which is just this method here. And because we're implementing bird interface, if we take a look, this contains the fly method, therefore it is absolutely mandatory that this class contains fly. Otherwise our code is going to crash and we're going to get an error, which you probably know by now. So what if we want to create a new bird? Let's create a new file. We'll call it penguin.php. We're going to say class penguin implements bird interface. Now if we look in our browser, which we're not going to do, but if we were to look in our browser and execute this code, oops, we'd probably have to change this first, we're going to get an error, as you'd expect, and that's because we don't have this fly method. So a penguin in reality is a bird, but it doesn't fly. So because of that, we're not going to use this method at all. Now looking back at the explanation, Uncle Bob is basically saying that if we implement an interface, it should not be forced to implement a method that they don't use. So penguin is not going to use fly, since a penguin doesn't fly. Therefore, we don't implement bird interface. That's all it is.